Now we move on to the next event of Esperanza, the Extempore. Today we have some brilliant participants who will be speaking on various topics without any prior preparation. It's going to be an exciting ride. But before we dive into the extempore speeches, let's set the ground rules.
The first rule is that each participant has to speak in the language in which the word picked by him or her is written. Mixed language is not allowed. The next rule is that each participant will be given 1 minute to speak on the topic he or she has picked. A warning buzzer will be played after the commencement of speech.
The judges for this event are our respected Dr. Namrata Awasthi ma'am from Department of Pathology and Dr. Manideep Sen sir from Department of Microbiology.
Now let's introduce our first participant who will set the tone for today's event. Can we have our first participant on the stage, please?
A very good afternoon to all respected judges and all my dear friends. तो आज का मेरा विषय है अखबार. तो आप लोग खुद सोचिए, जैसे जितने भी खास करके मतलब जैसे मेरे पिताजी हैं, उनका ये रहता है कि रोज़ सुबह उठते हैं, सबसे पहले उनको अखबार चाहिए होता है. और ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ कि मेरे पिताजी ने लगभग आधे घंटे से लेकर 45 मिनट से कम दिया हो कभी भी अखबार को. और इसी बारे में मेरे पिताजी भी यही कहते हैं, जो एक यूपीएससी क्लियर करने वाली मतलब मैम ने कहा था. उन्होंने कहा था कि लगभग 50 से 60% पेपर जितना यूपीएससी का आता है, वो पूरा पेपर आपके अगर डेली अगर आप रोज़ अगर आप अखबार पढ़ते हैं तो उसमें से आपको मिल जाएगा. तो जितनी बड़ी कोचिंग्स हैं, जो भी होता है, जितना पैसा लगता है, उस पर भी हम केवल इस बात को लेके कम से कम 50 से 60% तो क्लियर कर सकते हैं. उसके अलावा अखबार का देखिए, अखबार एक बहुत ताकतवर चीज़ है, क्योंकि ये हर किसी के पास दूरदर्शन नहीं होता, टीवी हर किसी के पास दूरदर्शन नहीं होता. तो हर इंसान के पास क्या पहुंच सकता है, वो होता है अखबार. कभी आप अगर कहीं समोसा खा रहे हो, आपके हाथ में एक अखबार का टुकड़ा मिलेगा. एक ना एक बार कभी ना कभी किसी ना किसी की नज़र तो जाएगी ही कि इस अखबार पे क्या लिखा है. तो इस तरह करके कभी ना कभी किसी ना किसी को कुछ ना कुछ तो पता चलता ही रहता है. अब आप ऐसे सोचिए कि जैसे मान लीजिए अखबार जो मान लीजिए रोज़ पढ़ता है, उसको देश दुनिया की हर एक चीज़ पता होगी, लेकिन यहाँ पे समस्या इस बात की है कि इसका इस्तेमाल सही से होता है कि नहीं. धन्यवाद.
Well, thank you, contestant number 1. That was an impressive performance. Now we call upon stage contestant number 2, whose topic is social media.
Good morning, respected faculty and the fellow audience. My topic is social media. The first thing that I do in the morning is check my phone and check for any important messages on WhatsApp or the posts that my friends have liked on Instagram. So I don't think my life can go forward without the role of social media. Be it if I talk about knowing about world events, or be it about any important happening events that happen in my distant family relatives, or anything that I get to know interesting things about my friends that now don't live with me. And I think it's all because of social media that keeps us connected. Like there are many friends of mine whom I have not met since I have left school. But you know, those small gestures like tagging each other in posts or sending each other songs, this is what really keeps me connected with them. And if I meet them after 2 years or 3 years, even then it does not make any difference. So all thanks to social media. Thank you.
Well, thank you, participant number 2. It's incredible to see how participants can articulate their thoughts under pressure. Now let's call contestant number 3, who is going to speak on Sangathan.
Good afternoon to all the present here. मेरा टॉपिक है संगठन. तो संगठन वो है जिससे कि अगर हम लोग एक दूसरे के साथ में मिल के अगर रहते हैं और एक यूनिटी और संगठन में रहते हैं, तो वो कभी भी असफल नहीं हो सकता है. चाहे वो समाज हो, परिवार हो या कोई बैच भी हो, अगर हम संगठन में रहते हैं तो उसकी असफलता के चांसेस बहुत कम हो जाते हैं. एक दूसरे के प्रति प्रेम, स्नेह, आत्मीयता की भावना रखना और एक दूसरे को सहायता करने से ही हमारा समाज उन्नति की ओर अग्रसर हो सकता है। इसलिए हमें हमेशा एक दूसरे के प्रति सौहार्दपूर्ण भावना रखनी चाहिए और एक दूसरे का साथ देना चाहिए और हमेशा संगठित रहना चाहिए, जिससे हमारे विरोधी हमें कोई भी हानि ना पहुंचा सकें। और जैसा कि हम जानते हैं कि यूनिटी में ही शक्ति होती है और हमारा देश भी मानता है एकता होनी चाहिए और हमारा देश में तो अनेकता में एकता खोजता है, तो संगठित रहने में कभी भी विफलता हासिल नहीं होती है। और थैंक यू।
Well, thank you, contestant number 3.
नमस्कार, मेरा आज का शीर्षक है युवा। युवा, जब आप ये शब्द सुनते हैं आपके दिमाग में क्या आता है? युवा जो समाज का स्तंभ होते हैं, जो हमारे इतिहास में हमें आज़ादी दिलाने में आगे रहे हैं, या फिर वे जो शराब सिगरेट पीते हैं और समाज की बुराइयों को बढ़ावा देते हैं? युवा ही ये तय करते हैं कि हमारा समाज किस ओर जाता है। युवा हमारे कॉलेज का सबसे अभिन्न हिस्सा हैं। हम हैं आज के युवा। हम हैं आज के युवा। अब ये हमारी जिम्मेदारी है कि हम अपने देश, हम इस दुनिया को किस ओर ले जाएंगे। युवा ही समाज को आगे बढ़ाते हैं और समाज की बुराइयों का सामना कर सकते हैं। युवा ही हैं जो नए नए शोध करते रहते हैं और साइंस को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। इसलिए मैं यही कहना चाहूँगी कि मुझे गर्व है कि मैं एक युवा हूँ और आज सन 2023 में जहाँ मैं अपने समाज के लिए कुछ कर सकती हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, participant number 5. What a display of sheer talent and quick wit that was. Now let's call on our contestant number 6, who is going to speak on space exploration.
Good afternoon, respected judges and dear audience. So my topic is space exploration, and I feel pretty lucky that I got this topic in this era of Chandrayaan success. So we know space exploration has been achieved in a great means by Indian space technology ISRO. So from Rakesh Sharma to Kalpana Chawla, from Chandrayaan 1 in 2008 to Chandrayaan 2 in 2019 to Chandrayaan 3, the historical success in 2023 at 1804 hours IST, we reached the most typical point of moon, that is South Pole, where no other countries has reached yet. So we can realize that how far we have reached in this space exploration, being an Indian, and it's a pride for whole India that we have reached so soon, and we have made a history over there, and we hosted our Indian flag on the moon in space exploration. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, contestant number 5. That was surely an insightful speech. Next, we have on stage contestant number 6, whose topic is cybercrime.
I'm pretty sure everybody is quite bored looking at me. I'm in every event. I'm very sorry for that. Hi, I'm Paisi Shakya from Batch 2020, and I'll be presenting myself on cybercrime. So, forensic medicine and toxicology teaches us a lot of cybercrime. So I would like you all to imagine that you have a very pretty picture of yourself on your pictures, on your phone, and you want the world sees it because you look very pretty in that picture. You posted that picture on Instagram, and you get a lot of comments. You get a lot of pretty, beautiful, gorgeous, kitni pyari lag rahi hai yaar comments. But there is one comment which says, "Chhi yaar, kitni gandi photo hai ye." That one comment out of that 100 beautiful, pretty, gorgeous comments, that one comment stays with you. That one comment resides in your mind, and you feel like that picture was not worthy to be posted on Instagram. That is what cybercrime is. Not just normal online bullying. Cybercrime can be of laundering money or in any which way invading the privacy of the person that is not wanting to be included in a thing that he has been included to. So I think in my point of view, cybercrime is as equal as a normal crime happening. A murder and cybercrime, I think, are equal. Murder kills the person, and cybercrime is mentally killing all of us. So thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 6. I can now say for sure that words can create magic. Now let's call our contestant number 7 who is going to speak on Paryatan.
हीर शीर विवेकीय निर्णायक मंडल को मेरा सादर नमस्कार। आज का जो विषय है वो है पर्यटन। पर्यटन के विषय में मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि आज के आधुनिक युग में हमारे वैज्ञानिकों ने नई नई तकनीकों के मदद से पर्यटन के क्षेत्र को बहुत ज़्यादा आगे बढ़ाया है। चाहे जल की बात हो या वायु में या ज़मीन पर, हर क्षेत्र में पर्यटन ने विकास किया है। और आज हम सभी इस बात के साक्षी हैं, हम सभी भारतवासी इस बात के साक्षी हैं कि चंद्रयान ने भी अब चांद पर कदम रख लिए हैं। और आज का मानव, जब उसने पहले शुरुआत की थी एक पहिए से, और आज उसने गाड़ी, रेलगाड़ी और यहाँ तक कि जहाज, हवाई जहाज और यहाँ तक कि रॉकेट और सैटेलाइट तक उसका विकास हो चुका है। तो इस प्रकार पर्यटन का विकास देखते हुए हम सभी को उम्मीद है कि एक ना एक दिन पर्यटन का विकास और दुगनी रफ्तार से होगा और मानव अपने कदमों को और ज़्यादा फैलाएगा। हम सभी इसी उम्मीद के साथ और ज़्यादा आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं और तत्पर मेहनत करना चाहते हैं, जिससे पर्यटन के क्षेत्र में विकास की रफ्तार दुगनी हो। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, contestant number 7. That was an inspiring speech. Now we call upon stage our next and last contestant, number 8, whose topic is work-life balance, a myth.
Good morning, judges. I would like to start with a rhyme that sitting for a while is not a crime. Balance is the key. Make your time free and give to your family all your time. So, whenever you think that the work is getting too much or you're a workaholic, just sit down, think for a while, and then find out the time for your family. Because time is never given to us. We make time for the things that matter to us. All of us have 24 hours in a day. And all of us around, the greatest examples we can see of maintaining work-life balance is the working mothers. Because they also do their office tasks, and then they also spend time with their family, they take care of their kids, they take them to school, they teach them everything. So keep your mothers as your role models and find time for yourself, your family, your hobbies, and that is how we can disprove the myth that work-life balance is not possible. Thank you.
Thank you, participant number 8. That was an inspiring one. Now we would like to welcome Dr. Rudramani Sir, Department of General Surgery. Thank you, sir, for being here. What an amazing set of speeches we have heard today. Let's give all our participants a resounding round of applause for their courage and eloquence.
And of course, let's not forget to thank our judges for their valuable input and their support throughout the event. Now we would like to invite a few remarks from the judges.
Okay, first of all, I would like to extend my gratitude. Thanks for inviting me as a judge to your Esperanza, this extempore. As you have already said, word creates magic. It definitely does. Even in Christianity, there is a sentence that in the beginning was the Word was with God, and finally the Word was God. So we have to choose our words wisely, and all of the performances were very good. It is very difficult for us to judge as it is, and the topics and the subheadings you have given are the basis on which we have given you marks. But I must say that everyone has given their best, and for myself it's been a learning experience and thinking, imagination experience. So from my side, I again thank you, the organizers, for inviting me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Manudeep. And I would like to extend my gratitude and thank you all for inviting me here. As Dr. Manudeep said, that it has been a learning experience and I am still giving marks. So you can imagine how difficult it is to mark. And the subheadings which you've given are really very thoughtful, very proper. And actually, I can see that there is a tie in my marks only. So then Dr. Manodeep's mark will decide who is winning. Yeah, I'm taking my time. I'm still thinking किसने क्या कहा था और कैसे कहा था. But it's been really good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, we would like you to come on stage and for the photograph with our contestants. The results of extempore will be announced later. Well, now let's have a break and have a Kit Kat. Thank you.
Thank you.